Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of MerfolkSkald as he trucks through the dungeon. For those of you with a medical background, you know that MRSA is methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, or a resistant form of a common staph infection. And, of course, what do we do with MRSA? We kill it. Therefore, let us try and get MRSA killed. Where last we left off, I had started off this Skald and gone with basically Spectral Weapon and Shroud are my go-to choices here. I did eventually manage to find a book that I actually cared about. The Book of Stalking gave me Swiftness. Book of War Chance was unhelpful. It has Poison Weapon, but A, that's a level 3 spell, and B, I don't need it anymore. So it's kind of like meh. Book of Tempests. There's a lot of stuff in here that could be useful to a Conjurator and all. I mean, like, I have enough to go to a fire build pretty easily. Problem is, A, I'm not built for it. Like, nothing I've trained supports that. So I have, despite having those books, not gone that route. In fact, let's just go ahead and drop all those books in a fire right now. Or not a fire, just drop them. Boom. I have instead decided to go a primary melee route, polearms and fighting, though I have trickled along some various spell schools just to make sure that all of these damage buffs were available, Spectral Weapon being the key among them. Let's actually plan to continue the trickle process, get hexes up to 4, and yeah, we just got to the lair. I want Spectral Weapon to be very available. Because, well, look at it. Just look how useful it is right here. I'm effectively dealing double damage, near as I can tell. I mean, I have yet to actually look up the details on this. Ooh, I got a god gift. And do my eyes deceive me, or is it a stave? Despite the fact that I have no freaking stave skills. No, my eyes don't deceive me. It is a stave. Fuck you, Okuwaru! God gift anti-magic. Yee, no thank you. I need my magic abilities. It's called the Quarterstaff of Joyful Slaughter, though. I mean, how do you not get behind a name like that? Back up. We're gonna want to turn on Swiftness and back up until I have an air gap. I'm definitely gonna want Shroud against this guy. Shroud. Fails. Shroud succeeds. Weapon succeeds. Kill. I didn't need the Shroud. That's how much damage I'm dealing right now. I didn't need the Shroud. And the beauty is, because my Spectral Weapon, I believe, has reach. Yes, it does. If I wasn't using polearms, Spectral Weapon I would have to be positioned a little bit more carefully. But combined with the already existing polearms, it's even better. I'm already mutated, so I'm not likely to accidentally drink a mutation potion. It's not going to happen. How do you kill Gastronok efficiently when you have the surprise advantage? Swiftness, Shroud, Spectral, and just go for it. Let's 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 just go for it. Boom! We win! And sack him, and holy cow, is he worth a lot of piety. +2 hat. Excellent, excellent. Drop your rotting foods for the weight reasons. Holy word, and the word is fuck! No, sorry, that would be a word of curse. Ah, you see what I did there? Word of curse? No? Curse word? No? South Park? Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? Do I have a potion of resistance? Because that would be really nice right about now. Right before I start taking Fanar level cold damage. I'm gonna kill him. He's dead. Okay, excellent. Hey, another god gift. And it's a sling. Because we all know how well trained my sling skill is, jackfuck. Can't you see that I have 18 skill points almost in polearms? Alright, let's just trickle into polearms until Okuwaru gets a hint. Maybe he needs to see it on before he makes up his mind not to be a dick. There is actually, just for the record, there is in fact, at least as of an older version, I don't know if it's still true in 13, there is a predisposition to get a god gift in a school that you are trained in, but it's not a guarantee. It's not even as good as the Scroll of Acquirement, and we all know how the Scroll of Acquirement delights in fucking us over, so yeah. The trick with Okuwaru God Gifts is just don't expect anything, and expect to keep getting them for a while, and hopefully by the time you hit the mid-game you'll have gotten 1 or 2 truly worthwhile gifts. That's basically how I treat them. Unless you're going ammo. Ammo is a totally different story, because he will shower you with useful ammo. That was great. They kept attacking the wrong thing. Keep reading scrolls until I'm all read up. Okay, no other scrolls to read. You can all die in a fire. And again, consistently sacrificing these corpses, even though to be fair, most of them aren't going to be responsive to sacrifice. Ooh, you know what? I was just for a moment considering, what if I took Needles of Paralysis and hung on to them? But, I mean, oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. I auto-fought my way into that. I'm turning into stone, turning into stone. I got stoned, I killed him. Okay, good. Because here's the deal. Needles of Paralysis could really do a number on... If there's an enemy that's at range like this, I could attack it with Needles of Paralysis until I got him, and then close to melee distance and finish him. So if there was a enemy for whom being in melee with while he was awake was truly dangerous, that's an option. That said, Needles of Paralysis are resisted by MR, so the truly big enemies are less likely to be vulnerable. That's 1. 2, I have no throwing skill, so there's no reason to believe I'd be able to land that hit. Yeah. Ooh, volcano. Shit, I'll go to a volcano if I can find it. There's lava. Let's kill it. Also, please turn on regen. I'm beginning to run out of long-standing HP. So at this point I'm pretty much cruising through stuff. The only thing that... The question that I have yet to be forced to answer is how do I deal with a Hydra? In the lair at least. And the answer thus far has been swiftness, which is not a bad answer. I have blink for if that answer proves to be false. So far so good. Just eat the hound, please. Drop the wand of something? No. I'm not gonna drop, I have too much weight. Drop 5 scrolls of teleport and 5 scrolls of identify. There you go. That'll make space for a wand you don't want. Do I have magic mapping? I have 4 magic mapping. Just show me where the goddamn volcano is so I can get in there and lose all my scrolls. Ooh, that's a tricky one to get into, actually. Like, if I hadn't searched for the door, I could have taken forever to find it. And, wouldn't you know it, it's actually less accessible. Easiest way to get in is actually going to be from the outside, not the inside. Hopefully it hasn't already collapsed by the time I get in there. We're going to use a wand of disintegration here. And just get in. Dark tunnel. Drop all your scrolls. Decide which scrolls you have to take. I actually don't need any of these. I have the wand of Telly, so that's my emergency resource. So let's just get in there. No scrolls to burn. Now that said, actually, I should really just proactively put on the Ring of Fire, and I'll sacrifice a few evasion points for it because my evasion is already pretty high. Charm skill should be really good right now. Yeah, Spectral Weapon is down to 4% fail. That's excellent. Yeah, technically I'm vulnerable to cold as a result of having put on this ring, but do you really think I care? Also, none of my spells are ice spells, right? No, okay, good. So I'm not, like, taking anti-cast. Oh, shit! Am I in lava? Because it looks like I'm in lava. No, I am not in lava. I am merely trapped between lava and... Whew. That was scary. I didn't know that could happen in these places. Let's turn on swiftness. Buy myself a little bit more ground covering. Also, it cost me all the goodies that were likely sitting around there. So that's it, huh? That's by far the least exciting thing I've seen in a while. Did I even pick up any of the armor? No? Okay. Well, a few fire-resistant armors, but otherwise nothing of note. And since I'm not likely to ever use those, I have 2 armors. One that I actually am in possession of, one that I intend to be in possession of that I prefer. It's not worth it. I was just hoping for some EXP and maybe, you know, a ring or 2 or something, but oh well. Sack that. Okuwaru will eventually give me all the armors I could possibly want to wear. And you never know, with a cave like that, you might get a, you might get like gloves of fire resistance or something odd like that. Which, you know, or a hat. Something which the slot otherwise wouldn't be doing much for me. Slowing I don't want. Confusion I don't need. Really though, the problem is my food stocks. I also dropped the quarterstaff that I'm not making use of. Unfortunately, mod is right around the corner. So eat a ration, prep with shroud, and then go in. Wow, that last one actually hurt. Turn back on regen. And get mosing. What is that? Potion of slow? Not anymore. Shout and switch places. It's so hard to set this up right. Okay, that'll be enchant armor. And IV, that's 4 and 4 versus this guy, which is 6 and 4. So a little bit less AC, but a lot better for regen. Now listen, Prince Peer, and give way to reason. You've cut out for a troll, why look already, and bear yourself quite in troll-like fashion, and you want to become one, don't you? Of course, in return for a bride and a well-found kingdom, I'm not unwilling to sacrifice something. But all things have their natural limit. I have taken a tail, it is true, but then I can undo the knots that our friend has tied, and take the thing off. I have shed my breeches that were old and parched, but that won't prevent me from putting them on if I had a mind to. I shall probably find it just as easy to deal with your trollish way of living. I can easily swear that a cow's a maiden. An oath not a difficult thing to swallow, but to one that one's never can get one's to know that one can never get one's freedom, to not even to die as a human being, to end one's days as a troll of the mountains, never go back, and you tell me plainly that is a thing I'll not submit to. What the fuck am I reading? Jesus. Whatever. Yeah, so slight reduction in armor, slight improvement to evade, but not really. The big reason to do this, though, is the regen, which obviously is something that you guys have seen just how much I'm partial to, despite the fact that statistically it's not really that necessarily a good option. Oh well. I don't play this. Oh shit! I didn't even notice the Hydra until it was too late. Swiftness and then run. Just run. I was auto-fighting and the Hydra hit me. Okay. Let's try that again, this time without the failure. That's good. I want Shroud. As soon as I can. Nope, Swiftness. Swiftness first. Problem with, as I discussed in the last video, the problem with kiting a Hydra with my current setup is that there's no way to get it in range of my spectral weapon. Because the moment it's in range of my spectral weapon, look what's about to happen. It eats it. This is working though. Let's build a little bit more distance and get that swiftness reactivated, eh? Swiftness is about to expire. No, it's not. You know what would be nicer? A way to go berserk on command. This could end me. Nope, we got it just in time. Sack the Hydra, build a space, and then go nuts over all these things. That was the wrong time to sacrifice all this stuff. Alright. Any electric eels? No? Okay, perfect. Lightning rod. Because there's just so many of them. There's literally no reason not to try and take a shot at this. 1. 2. 3. Get a 4? Do I get a 4? Yes, I get a 4. 4! Oh my god, mass destruction. Alright, whip out my weapon and start killing things. I mean, I've definitely turned on regen as well. If you're going to be in range of that many sharks at once, you better have a goddamn good plan. Yeah, sharks are pretty brutal. They're like permanently submerged crocs is what they are. Let's turn on the shroud while I'm at it. Nope, the shroud failed. But what's letting me stand my ground right now is definitely the fact that I have the trollish regen under my belt. Sack all this stuff. What was the god gift? Ooh! A super awesome scythe, actually. So here's the thing. Scythes are normally a problem because of their speed penalty, or because they're so damn slow. But this is a speed scythe. So I kind of want to look up just what that implies. Because if that's a significant decrease in speed penalty, this might be worth it. Speed brand, crawl wiki. Blah 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 blah. 66% as long as normal. If a weapon's normal skin, some attack takes 7 AOT, to use. That will leave you with 4. Okay, so if I'm reading all this correctly, and I think I am, it's 1/3 faster. So my trident, which is a fast weapon, is 1.3, right? Which means the scythe, which is a slow weapon, would be 1/3 of this, which is going to be roughly the same as taking away 7, so about 1.3, a little bit less. It's inaccurate to -4, which is bad. Its damage rating is psychotically improved. Well, I'm convinced. I'm going to try it. I have very little to lose after all. See what I can do. You draw out your weapon spirit. Hit. Hit. Hit, hit. Definitely want Shroud because I see what's coming up shortly. Hell, I'll turn on regen too, just to be sure. Wow. It is pretty violent, I'll give it that much credit. It'd be one thing if I was going for a one-hander build for some reason, and the scythe... I don't like the scythe. Let me clarify that immediately. I don't want this to be my endgame weapon. But I do think that at this stage of the game... Ooh! At this stage of the game, I should really be giving credit to anything that's going to help with my, my damage output. I just got a beneficial mutation of even more, whatchamachocolates. Thingamabobs. AC. And I think that's my last armor slot I just filled out. Nope, missing a shield. Well, no, I'm not using a shield. So yeah, that may just be my last armor slot I filled out. Actually, I can use bucklers with a two-hander, right? That's just the Spriggan who couldn't do that. Or something like that. I don't know, I have to look into it. Alright. Well, regardless, if I see a buckler, I'll see if I can't get all item slots. At this point, I'm 20 AC, 20 defense. It's perfect. Let's turn off fighting altogether. Polearms doesn't need to be trained anymore, but I might as well. Let's also turn on armor. Since I'm clearly using armor and it's at 0, let's at least get it up to 5, right? Boost my armor skills a little bit. Armor has undergone so many reworks in the way it functions that I honestly don't understand it at all anymore. You'll note, crap! It's growing heads. It's growing heads. I'm such an idiot. I can't auto-fight hydras. It's too dangerous. I can't even kite hydras with this tool. What I can do is blow them up. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to try and kill this hydra by shooting it to death. This is as much range as I'm going to get. Just lightning it to death. Boom. Actually was incredibly effective. Especially considering that I accidentally gave it so many heads. And you know what? I'm curious. How many heads did I give it? 7, 8. Actually, hang on. You hack off 1 of the hedge. Grows 2 more. You slash 9. You slice 8. 10. 11. 9. 10. 11. Huh. So it looks like my spectral attack doesn't give it a bonus head beyond the first one that my ordinary attack does. I could be wrong. What does it mean your spectral weapon shares its damage with you? Oh my god, when it's taking damage, am I taking damage? I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna have to pay attention. Full health now. Still full health. Nothing. Okay. We're gonna want to charge that thing before I get electrocuted to death. 95. Keep eating it. Whatevs, not important. Keep moving. Brrrah! Brrrah! Oh man, I was really hoping for the snake pit instead of the spider den. No particular reason, I just don't like the spider den. Shoals or a swamp, either way, I get the swim bonus, so I should be okay. Though obviously, the swamp is just drastically easier than the shoals. Lots of sacrificing. Oh, the porcupine already crapped out. Definitely don't want to eat those. Quite apart from being poisonous, they're valuable. Yeah, this scythe is actually working out really well. I think the speed brand is helping enough that I don't notice the slow penalty. Though I still will have to be cautious, especially when fighting large groups, to target the correct enemy at the correct time. Alright. Brah. Brah. Oh crap. Brah. Why aren't you killing the snake? Kill the snake. There you go. Glowing halberd. You know, I'm not even interested. I'll test it out because I can. But ooh. 5-0. Halberds are really bad in terms of the balance, though, between their... Yeah, -3 to 13. Wait, -3, 13, 150 compared to -4, 14, 200? Are you saying that the halberd is strictly superior to the scythe? Yeah, seems like it. I mean, this particular scythe is granting me some really kick-ass buffs, including the, perhaps most importantly, including, sorry, brain failing, busy thinking of game, things, people, monkeys, clouds. Yeah, particularly considering the speed buff on it means that it's not actually worse than the halberd, and the modifiers are better than 5 and 0. That said, hanging on to the Dragon Slayer's staff ain't a bad idea. You know, until the inevitable I get something better and then don't care anymore. And also my AC is up beyond the 2020 now and getting better, hopefully, continuously. Where are we in the lair now? We're not quite at the bottom of it yet, but we're getting there. But I can take on Hydras. That's pretty hot. I'm quite happy with that. And it's all because I have a few tools that work at range and a few tools that work in melee. If I hadn't found any like good wands, or if I hadn't found that Rod of Lightning, I probably would have been required to train up throwing to some degree, or maybe training a spell like a spell school, basic conjurations, just so I had options. One of the worst things you can do when oh crap, I just made an invisible dog. One of the worst things you can do when trying to divine your strategy is get too fixated on doing things exactly one way, whatever that one way is. This looks like a job for not getting my ass kicked. Notice how I am very carefully making sure not to fight more than two elephants at a time. I would say more than one, but frankly that's a little bit too much to ask. Also notice how I am kicking the shit out of these elephants. Swiftness, regen, and go at it again. Wow, that was awesome, actually. Let's go back and sacrifice all of them, Trail of Tears style. Okay, that's a terrible thing to say, and I apologize. But yeah, power of regen, baby. I didn't even have to stop. Of course, the distaff argument would be yes, and if you had better AC, you wouldn't have had to regen. So, you know, there's that too. Okay, more things dead, more things dying. I have a lot of shooty wands, which is good. It means I don't have to switch to a lightning rod in a rapid situation to get my range on. Wow, I just auto-fought my way through a death yak. Let's be more careful with the next ones, please. I'm dead. No, wait. Okay, I gotta go. I thought I was dead. I thought I had auto-fought my way into one too many enemies, and now I was dead. But nope. Auto-fighting paid off. And a whole lot of death yaks are being sacked. Turn on spellcasting, and turn off polearm training until I have a weapon worthy of it. I mean, this one isn't, but I'm doing it anyway. Using it anyway, sorry. Eat an apple just because I'm bored. Drop. You know what? Let's just ID some of these rings to get them out of my inventory. No interest in flight, no interest in sustenance. I don't know why I forgot to put back on the Ring of Evasion, so let's do that right away. And I prefer that to Dexterity. Dexterity is nice for a little bit of damage, but plus 3 evasion is like plus 7 Dexterity or something. So, yeah. Why don't you actually starve and then we'll talk. Bad fight. Pull 1, please, and then get out of here, because I need the food. And I didn't get the food. Fine. Eat the ration, then go back in there. With Shroud. should be just fine. Kill them all. Cover. Shroud. Nice 1v1s. Of course, my weapon has gone out of reach, which is stupid. Sack the death yaks, eat the ordinary ones. Ooh! Cool cloak! Yes! It's a poison resist cloak. Very happy, even though it's a little bit late, because at this point in the game, I'm past the place I would have most wanted poison resistance. Well, the early place. I'll obviously want it more later. What's the new halberd look like? A lot like the old one. Dare I say identical. Let's drop... I want to drop weight until I'm appropriate, so let's see. I don't need flame when I have flame already, I guess. Fireball is a different animal. Definitely don't want magic darts. In the face of having flame already. Amnesia is something you don't carry with you. Recharge is something you don't carry with you. Drop half the ID scrolls. And half the remove curse scrolls. And half the rations, or the food items. Boom. In again, out again. I forgot to shroud. I could have died there, actually, if my luck had been a little bit worse. You know, if they had gotten 2 really good rounds off on me, I was being way too bold. Regen is on so that they'd have to have ridiculous DPS to stop me. Alright, well, we just killed a ton of death yaks. So, pretty clear that who's got the upper hand right now. Damn it, too late to eat. Just ID it, and get it out of my hand. Cursed ring of Telly, I'm glad I ID'd it. Okay, what else can I ditch? My old trident is useless now. If I'm at the point that this halberd attack speed is quite fast. Let me repeat that. A halberd is quite fast. My scythe is very fast, not quite fast. Actually, very fast is probably more than quite fast. Yeah, I'm very much a brutal melee fighter at this point. And in this manner, not too dissimilar from other melee fighters. I will eventually reach a point in the game where being a good melee fighter is inadequate, but I'm not there yet. Especially since, unlike a berserker, I don't have a emergency button with this build. I should work on that, actually. I could get finesse. Finesse would be a very nice feather in my cap. Much more useful than spellcasting. So let's start training up invocations and get finesse to somewhere that it's useful. I mean, I forgot that I even had that ability. I'm so used to just think of Okuwaru as a gift giver. Brah! What the hell is that? Oh, it looks like an undeleted melee character of mine called Boring. A Boring Minotaur who is boring by being boring. And why am I completely out of mana? Does he have a anti-magic weapon or something? I have no idea why I'm zeroed on mana. Let's just back away as a result until I feel better. The other thing I see as being a long-term issue for this build is when spell hungering becomes an issue because I'm not drowning in corpses. I'm going to be a little bit less comfortable with the sheer quantity of food I'm using up. But that's so far away that it's not worth worrying about yet. I am poison resistant and you're casting the Faded Cloud. This is just such a bad plan for you. I can't even begin to describe. Okay, that on the other hand is a much better plan. Fire. Oh, we're on Lair 8. Okay, never mind. So, That explains why we had such a hefty greeting party when we first got in here. Kill the one that can actually stop me, and then just, you know, massacre the rest. A new wand, we will test it on a enemy that is unlikely to resist it. So, you know, not these guys. These beefcakes are probably going to resist it just fine. Yes! A runed demon trident. 112, 130 as compared to -4, 14, 200. This is a fast weapon. This is going to be a... Oh, I'm overloaded. That's why all my numbers look wrong. Just drop some of this crap. Eat some of this crap. Drop some of this crap. Drop half the telly scrolls. One of the blink scrolls. Still not there yet. Drop half the cure scroll potions. 3 of the wounds potions. There we go. Okay. What's it say? Attack speed is still just quite fast, huh? Okay. But the damage output is going to be fantastic, and it's a one-hander, which is beautiful for a number of reasons. And because it's flame... Actually, forget the flame. It's a trident, so I should be just fine for the Hydra's purposes. Yup, I can take on Hydras in melee. I shouldn't, because all it takes is one really unlucky set of rolls, and, you know, it's going to start to hurt. But I have 24 AC now, so, you know, I can soak up... I can ignore a fair amount of their deeps. Deeps meaning damage per second. So, wow phrase, apparently. More decks. More decks, more decks, more decks, more decks, more decks. That's pretty much all I want. Give me dicks. Give me nothing but dicks all day. All I want is decks. Decks, 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 decks. Decks, 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 decks. This is hilarious. This is actually a really cool thematic entrance to the slime pit. A bunch of acid-corroded equipment. Brah! 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 You know, I probably don't even need... I'm going to try this without the spectral weapon, see how it goes. Yep, I still kill things pretty swiftly even without a spectral weapon. Okay, but this on the other hand is getting dicey. Let's get the spectral weapon, get the regen. Okay, forget the regen, just go. Because that's the actual hellhound. That's a little bit more meat than I'm used to fighting. Sack of shit, I mean spiders. Alright, water is no factor to me. I do lose 2 AC whenever I step in the water because my boots meld. So that's going to be important to remember. Wait, that's a dragon. That's a dragon, and that is a... Oh shit, and I'm petrified. Quickly teleport. I will die otherwise. Thank God. I can take on a dragon. I'm fairly sure I can take on a dragon. But I can't take on a dragon under bad conditions. I can probably only take it on under optimal conditions, or at least good conditions. I am being petrified again. What's nearby? I should be okay. Nope, the goddamn dragon. Can I go berserk? I can't go berserk. Can I go invisible? Yes. Go invisible and then kill the dragon. Without having to use my invocations even, which was key. Let's clear out the rest of this area while I'm at it. Remember how last video, I believe, way back when I said invisibility will give me a means of rendering certain enemies that otherwise I have no means of disabling vulnerable to me? Well, that dragon was a great example. And a very timely one. Anyway, AC is at 24. We'll start to trickle into defense in both capacities now. Lair is complete. And I did actually get a Demon Trident for my troubles. Let me take a quick look at that shield and see what that does to my attack speed. Attack speed is still fine. Spellcasting takes a shit, but that's fine. I mean, I can deal with that for a little while. So yeah, that's the new plan. We're gonna go without spells for a while. How bad is swiftness? 30%'s okay. Let's do the shield training and see if we can't get swiftness off the ground again. For the moment, therefore, I am literally just relying on my basic abilities and my scrolls. I have plenty of teleport ability for if I land in a no-win situation as a result of my boldness. I find it hilarious that I've found so many war chant books in a run where I arguably didn't need it at all. Take off the shield. I mean, for the sake of fighting a Hydra, I just don't want to take any chances. See? It happened already. Swiftness has already proven useful once. Do that again. Definitely focus these shields. Whatever. Hunger is fine. Ah, for the freaking... There we go, got it. It's a narrow enough hallway. It was another one of those unseen horrors. But the last time I saw it, I had no defense skills, practically. This time I have no end of defense skills, practically. By comparison. 0 for 0, so just drop 1 for the other. Oh, for the love of God. This is going to be very painful, actually, if I don't figure out a way. Oh, melee. I could still die here, actually. Still die here very easily. Let's get out of here before the situation gets worse. Hey, what's that about? What it looks like they transported me 3 inches to the left. Take off my shield. Swiftness. Re-teleport, please. Hey, I teleported again. 3 inches to the right this time, or left this time. Thank God, this time I got away. Some bullshit transporting me to 2 inches away. Like, I feel like unless the enemy used an ability to make that happen, that should never happen. Or at least should very rarely happen. Is that a treasure trove? Oh, it needs 2 cure mutations. That's tricky. That's something that I would usually hope to find in one of those. Not something I would be happy to give up to get into one. Shroud and repel missiles, please. I don't want to take any chances against these acid dealers. Give me that shield again, and we'll just wing it. How are we doing now? From 30% down to 24, so it's very castable. Just not guaranteed by any stretch. Focus Nessos while he's available. Focus the vampire while it's available. Focus Nessos while he's available. Move towards Nergal. Nessos while he's available. Nessos is down. Nergal is next. Nergal is down. Her minions are down. Excellent. And it is biting me. God damn it. Oh. Whatever it is, it's actually really effective. Oh, it's the vampire. That's what it is. Okay, well it's dead now, because it showed its face for 2 seconds, which is all I needed. But good God, was that not painful? Nah, I'll let you go. It's fine. Don't want to be. I've got a flaming weapon. Ice beasts are no concern to me. None whatsoever. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not the right button. That's the right button. Get out of here. Just get out of here. I've got plenty of regeneration. I'll get health while I run. That's the problem with tab fighting, is you get too used to it. Okay. I miscast and I got corona'd. Let's just get out. Oh, right. Regen is going to be like ridiculously uncastable. All my spells are. I gotta remember that. Damn it. Stop killing my spectral weapon, you piece of shit. Failure is down 10% already, which is good. I mean, it was 30, now it's 20, so just a couple spell, or a couple shield levels. It's making shield viable. Seriously, these things are fucking annoying. Where's the best place for me to attack it from? Here. Somewhere where I had less avenues of attack. It's just another invisible horde is all it is. Doesn't make it any less irritating. Alright. We're on floor 15. And as you can see from the fact that... Ooh! Shroud, repel, go. I'm drained and near starving, but I'm not dying. You know what? We're gonna drain you back. Can't afford to let Sandra land the Curari on me. Or, for that matter, abyss me. I should have sacrificed her. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I wonder what I can do with a swarm. 2 casts of summoning swarms of creatures. That's really bad, actually. Because an Okuwaru worshipper cannot afford to let his minions get injured, which means they're more of a liability than of a help. So we'll just leave them be. Just back off and then brah, 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 brah. They're all dead. So yeah, honestly, in many ways, this is reminding me more and more of playing a Minotaur. Except whereas Minotaurs, shit. We're gonna definitely use my special abilities here. Heroism first. And then we'll just go for it. Nope, I'm confused. Let's go curing. Boom! Boom! Again and again! Sack him. Special gloves. Gloves of strength. Oh, what a great reward. If I was playing the newest version of the game, I wouldn't care. Oh my god, special boots, special boots, special boots. Boots of flying. I could take it or leave it. I'll take it. That's fine. May be useful someday. Wait, where's the lightning rod? Thought I already had one of those. I apparently dropped my lightning rods somehow. I'll pick that back up. Okay, got it back. Okay, Isel just put me to sleep. On encounter. Repel missiles, shroud, and another chance to go heroism is probably appropriate here. I could die very easily here, so let's just get out of here. Teleport first, and stand my ground until I'm gone. I don't know why, but something about that situation was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Is there a way to vastly increase my MR in a pinch or something? No? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Potion of Might, because I have plenty of them, and then we're just gonna fight it out. I'm heavily poisoned, but he's dead. And he's sacked. And I'm not poisoned anymore. Potion of Might may have been a little overkillish, but it's not like I needed it for anything else, so what do I care? Right, I can't. It is frustrating not to be able to cast my spells. I really want to cast Regenerate, and I can't. Let's hide in a corner until my health comes back. You're not helping, you piece of shit. Okay, I'm about to die again, because, like an idiot, I keep relying on stupid shit. Heal 20. And do I have a fog? Perfect. Repel missiles would be my next step. I expect that they're going to try and come into melee with me. Yep, sure enough, that's exactly what they did. In melee, I'm a beast. And that's how I saved a teleportation for later, by using a fog now. So there are those who would argue that the better trade would be the other way around. Oh well, I'm not others. I always value the ability to teleport away from danger, even if teleport is occasionally pretty unreliable. For the love of crap. If you're invisible, I'm just gonna have to burn you while I know where you are. There you are, dead. And buried. Holy shit, okay, it's been another hour. I'm gonna have to go soon. Let's see if I can't find a reasonable stopping point. Repel missiles, charge them down. Just charge them down. Also, not a bad time to turn on heroism here because, I mean, look how much I'm up against. Although using all this piety, it's going to slow down the rate at which I get gifts. And I really like the Oka gifts. Still, shields 10 probably is hugely better for me than shields 5. Yeah, it makes everything castable when I'm a hero. I'm a peon. I'll pee all over Urug, and then you'll see who the peon is. P.S. It'll be you. P.S. I'm debating whether or not this is the weapon I want to sink all my enchant scrolls into. It could reasonably be. Could, but not necessarily. And I'll probably end up getting an artifact that obsoletes whatever weapon I choose. Anyway, I gotta go, so that's all for tonight, or at least for now. But yeah, the Skald's going pretty solidly. I mean, wow, look how deep he's already plundered. I probably should back up to Orc, honestly, at this stage, rather than threatening my life any deeper. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you all for watching, I will see you guys next time.